On behalf of the Brenner and Germain families, I will be your MC for this evening. For those of you who do not know me, my name is John Tintner. For those of you that do know me, my name is still John Tintner. For those of you who wish to wash their hands, would they please avail themselves of the facilities provided over there near the stairs. Okay. I would like to call upon Mark Tintner to say the brava for the wedding card. Thank you. May I now ask you all to be outstanding, please, and raise your glasses for a toast to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth.
Australians, oh let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've grown so well, but our home is good by sea. Our land about and nature's gift, our beauty rich and rare. In history's played at every stage, advance Australia fair. In joyful strains and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Whilst we are still standing, would you please raise your glasses for a toast to the President of the State of Israel. Please be seated. Permission at the head table. If the gentlemen wish to remove their coats, please do so. If I may have your attention just for a few minutes, I'd just like to say a few thousand words. I would like to say that this is a great honour for me to be asked to MC this Simcha, as our family has a long and special relationship with the Brenner family, going back some 30 years when I used to do business with Rafi, and through this met Kitty. For those of you who knew Kitty and Rafi, you will agree that they were very, very special people. It is quite obvious that Marilyn, Renee and Alana, together with Alan, Sarah and Joshua, have been imbued with the special qualities exemplified by Kitty and Rafi. We actually met Marilyn through Kitty and Rafi, and at first were not impressed. Because after our initial meeting, we happened to bump into Marilyn a few days later, and she totally ignored us. We could not believe this, Betty and I commented what lovely parents Kitty and Rafi are. Shame about the daughter. However, when we brought this topic up with Marilyn, she claimed amnesia on that subject. As fate would have it, the house next door to us was sold. We were a bit concerned as to who our new neighbours might be, as we had a nice young Jewish family living there already. Believe it or not, Marilyn and family became our new neighbours. We were not impressed, as our original opinion still held fast. To our amazement, the snob moved in next door. Little were we to know the close and unique relationship and wonderful times that were to develop. Renee and Alana, together with our boys Daniel and Mark, grew up together, and to this day are like brothers and sisters. Unfortunately, Daniel, who is in Israel, could not be able to be here tonight, but has sent an email which I would like to read out. Sorry, I'm a bit emotional. Dear Mal, Ren, Lami, John and David. Shalom from Jerusalem. I'm very sorry that I cannot be with you all on this wonderful day in your lives. Mum and Dad have kept me up to date with the goings-on, and although it sounds like the usual Meshuggah house, I am sure, knowing Mal, that everything will be cool. To Ren, my big sister, I'm sure that your big day will be fantastic and that you will look absolutely beautiful. Please send me some photos. To David, congrats on your marrying such a great girl. I'm sure that the two of you will be very happy together. Oh yeah, and you better look after her, otherwise you'll have to deal with me. And you know that I'm 2 feet taller than you. Mal, Lami and John, I'm sure that you are feeling absolutely great today, and please don't think that you are losing a daughter and a sister, but that you are gaining a son and a brother. Please give my best wishes to David's family and wish them a very big mazel tov. Well, that's it for now, except let me propose a toast to you all, to love, to life, l'chaim. Love and kisses, Daniel. Sorry it's been away for 4 months. I need a drink. Okay. The Branner and Tintner families grew closer and closer, so much so that our family has been adopted by certain members of the Branner clan. We cherish this very special relationship with them and hope that it will continue for many, many years to come. Now a few words about the happy bridal couple. Smile. Renee, you have grown up to be a beautiful person in the full meaning of the words. You are a loving daughter. You have a very special bond with Alana and a great affection for John. Having known you for most of your life and watching you grow up from a little girl into the beautiful bride you are today, anyone who knows Renee knows how exceptional she is. This is made evident by the way she respects and cares for people. This was particularly the case with her Bubba and Zaida, who she adored. Someone's put this in the wrong order. Someone's lost a page. Just talk amongst yourselves for a moment. I'll just get there. 2. There it is. I can see that once David got to know you, why he never let you go. You realised at a very, very young age what a special person you are. David, as we are aware, things have not been easy for you and your family. But in spite of this, you, your father Noel, brother Jerry and sister Lara have pulled together and supported each other. Having only known you for a relatively short time, it is obvious that you and Renee are quite similar in your love of family and friends, commitment to all you do, thoughtful and giving of yourself. You give from the heart without any hesitation. David, as you have shown, you are a loving grandson, exceptional son and brother, and now to be a loving husband to Renee. Having been married for almost 30 years, I feel that I'm able to give you both some insights into the real, as opposed to traditional meanings of the ceremony that took place under the chuppah a few hours ago. 1. The best man is the best man. Why didn't he marry Renee? And David, when you were escorted by your father and groomsmen down the aisle, did you notice it was done in such a manner so that you could not run away? When the bride walks around the groom 7 times, it gives her the chance to make sure she's made the right decision. The reason that they give you so much wine during the ceremony is so that you will say yes to anything. Last but not least, with respect to the breaking of the glass, in order to remember the destruction of the temple, we married men really know it's the last time you put your foot down. All jokes aside, David, true Jewish tradition dictates men are not complete until they are married. Renee and David, on behalf of everyone here, I would like to wish you both a long, happy, and healthy life together. I'd like now to call upon Alan Brenner to propose a toast to Marilyn and John. Come on, Uncle Alan.
Just make sure I've got all my pages in order. Thank you. Renee, David, relatives and friends. Firstly, I would like to thank Renee and David for asking me to take part in their wedding ceremony this afternoon. To stand under the chuppah and be part of such an important day in their lives really meant a lot to me and will always be a very special memory. I have been given the important job this evening of proposing the toast to Marilyn and John. This also is a great honour. I'm not certain where to start, as there is so much to say about them both as individuals and as a couple. I will start with my dear sister. Anyone who has ever received a note, card or letter from Marilyn knows what an unbelievable talent she has with words. The things she writes and the way she expresses herself is unlike anyone else. You know, it's not just the words Marilyn writes, it's finding the exact right card to fit the recipient and the occasion, even if it means going to 2 or 3 shops to find the right one. This is the type of person Marilyn is. Everything she does and every word she writes is from the heart. To have Marilyn as a friend would be a very comforting thought. You would know if you needed a friend you could rely on to be there for you, she would be the one. Marilyn can be very proud of what she has achieved in her life, especially the bringing up of her 2 most beautiful and precious daughters, Renee and Alana. She has always been there for them through many extremely difficult and testing times. Her children were and will always be prime concern. Marilyn is a very special person. Her dedication and total commitment to any aspect of life, whether it be family, home, friends, working, putting together a small meal or a wonderful evening such as this, is something that is admired by all that know her. Her attention to detail is unbelievable, and she will leave no stone unturned to achieve the best possible outcome to any task she undertakes. Marilyn and I were brought up in a house where tradition and family values were a top priority. The way Marilyn continues that tradition is very special. I know that that spirit and energy have filtered down to Renee and This is something that my dear parents would have been very proud of. I love her dearly and would do anything for her. Now to John. Here is another special person. I have never known him not to have a smile on his face, except for possibly on the golf course or before the ceremony today. He is one of the nicest guys you would ever want to meet, and like Marilyn, he would do anything for you and do it with all his heart. The way he has been there for Marilyn, Renee, Alana, and at times me and my family is remarkable. During many testing times, he has proved, without shadow of a doubt, how devoted to Marilyn and the girls he is. He has always been on hand with support and advice. Thank you. For this, I admire and thank you. It's the last page. As a couple, they complement each other perfectly and have created a warm and loving atmosphere in their home where no matter who visits, young or old, you are made to feel comfortable, relaxed and well looked after from the moment you arrive till the time you leave. This atmosphere has been instrumental in helping to maintain stability to the family when it needed it most. It would be easy for me to continue on with glowing adjectives about Marilyn and John, but the thing that is obvious to all that know or meet them is that they are two very special and unique people. To know them is to love them. I feel privileged to be part of their lives, and I look forward to many more happy times together. I would ask you all to be upstanding, charge your glasses and drink your time.
Tonight, look high tonight. We have something to think about, something to sing about. Then look high tonight, look high.
Thank you very much, Uncle Alan. So I'd now like to call upon John and then Marilyn, and try and stop her, to say a few words in reply. We are master of ceremonies, bride and groom, relatives and friends. A simple thank you, Alan, may seem inadequate at this time, but for all you here who know both Alan and me, you know we are not big on words. We don't need them because we share a great relationship. For instance, Al is not only my brother-in-law, he is my golfing buddy and friend too. And it is music to one's ears when you hear and see Mel, Sarah and Josh, our gorgeous flower girl and Paul's over there. When they are together, laughter and excitement fills the air, whether it is Shutter's dinners, picnics, birthdays or any days. It's just nice to know we are family. So thank you, Mel. Mel and I are very touched. As I walk this beautiful young woman down the aisle today, my heart was filled with pride. My thoughts went rushing back to the time when Renee and Alana came into my life. Now please don't go panic, because I'm not about to recount that passage of time. But for the fathers who have stood where I am now, you know exactly how I feel. And for the rest of you, I'm sure you've all seen Steve Martin, Father of the Bride. Ren, I remember that quiet, shy little girl with glasses. Actually, your mum saw to it that you had a selection of glasses to coordinate your wardrobe. Standing in your Mariah Carey uniform or flirting around in the lounge room. The graceful young gymnast in her navy red and white leotard, practicing your routine with your sister Alana.
It just seems like yesterday that you both were very small. Mum and I would always come home after a Saturday night out and go straight into each of your rooms and stand at the end of your bed and watch you sleeping. Now you are a young and beautiful young woman on the inside as well as the outside, all grown up. We have shared the best and some of the hardest times life has to offer. That was true, of course, in the main. Till this young gentleman by the name of David Renee came into your life. Now don't get me wrong, everyone. We still share all the good times, but it's on a much less frequent basis, because between the two loves of her life, David and Jet Set Rose Bay, you don't get to see Renee quite so much these days. Ren and David have been on an item now for about 8 years, and I fondly remember when they were about 15, they couldn't bear to be apart. If not with each other, they were constantly on the phone. So to remedy the mounting phone bills, I bought them walkie-talkies. It only took me a short time to work out that the continual Morse code effect on our sensor light at the front door was flickering due to the interference from a mysterious source emanating from Renee's bedroom. It was a handset being switched on and off. Ren and Dave, today you are Mr. and Mrs. Germain. You have officially become an item for life. Just like when you were 15 with those walkie-talkies, keep those communication lines open. And may you always be healthy and happy. Mum, Alana and I love you both very much and wish you a wonderful life together. I will now hand you over to my darling Mal, mother of the bride, for I cannot imagine her wanting this special day to pass without a few words. I always let her have the last one.
For the family, I can only say I'm so happy. Last Sunday on Mother's Day, Alana gave me a card that said, "You're the kind of friend I could sit on a porch swing with, just sharing the sunshine, never saying a word, and then go away feeling like that was the best conversation I've had all day." All of our family and friends, and the kids' friends here tonight, know exactly how we feel about each other, so I won't elaborate, except to say that I'm so proud to be their mum, and I must be the luckiest woman to know that they feel that way too. When John introduced me as mother of the bride, as I have been referred to lately, I was struck by a spectrum of emotion and so many moments in time, like one huge collection of snapshots all pulled together and wrapped up with all the people inside it and tied up in love. From toddler to womanhood, Renee has been my mentor and friend. Like her sister Alana, she is very loving and thoughtful, each in their own individual way. Renee was a wonderful granddaughter to her Boogie and Zeta. Witnessing her loving and tireless devotion to them, especially when they were ill, was something to behold, especially in someone so young. I'll tell you, Ren, yours later, he would be so proud of you today. The place would be overflowing with shivers. So Raina, would you please come down to table 3? And I want everyone there, although Mishwalker, please have a drink to Raphael. That's what you want. It is customary for John and I to welcome the other side into the family. But this is not the case here. I was fortunate, as fate would have it, to have grown up with David's late mum, Rosie. And I met Noel when he first came from Russia. David, Jerry and Lara I've known since before they were born. David is very much like his mum. Rosie was a great personality, and David definitely has her sense of humour, which is actually helpful saying, I'm going to be your mother-in-law. I'm so happy and excited to have Mum's dear pal, Auntie Leah, and Dad's hubba, Uncle Harry, and my dear old friend Sharon here from Melbourne. It means so much to us all, more than words could ever say. Unfortunately, Brigitte and Adela Berger from Melbourne could not make the trip due to ill health, but it is heartwarming to know that Lynn and Mark are here to represent the family. Daniel Tintner, son of our MC, and Renee's other mother, Betty, is missing from this happy picture, as he's in Israel, as you've heard from John. Ren grew up with Daniel and Mark and Lana, and they're like brothers and sisters, as we said before. I'm getting to the end. Another very special person could not be with us today. That is the bestest friend, cousin, almost a bridesmaid, and soon to be French film goddess Louise Lee, her mum Michelle sitting over there. She flew off to Paris in December to see another side of life and to share some time with her French family. After sharing 23 years of close friendship with her cousin, the bride, she sends you this message, Ren. So, just want to read this message. To be read on the wedding day of my oldest and dearest friend, Renee, or Lay, as she was once known. You raced me into the world and won by exactly 21 days. I was probably still sleeping, busy dreaming away. We were two little ladies thrown in the same cot. I think even then, you bossed me around a lot. Told me to stop being neurotic and the drama queen. Save it for later, you said, when you're a teen. Pretty soon, we hit kindy, the inseparable two. We ruled Glenor Avenue, many dictators, me and you. Scared all the boys, scared the girls double, had to sleep in the principal's office, always in trouble. Along came school, to our horror, not the same, but we survived separation, our friendship and eternal flame. You at Mariah, me at Double Bay. Well, at least we had weekends and overnight stays. I remember birthday parties, chocolate crackles, Nielsen Beach 2, holidays, Arthur Street, Mitchell Street and the zoo. Come to think of it now, we've been through it all, me and you. Different friends, different phases and divorces too. And then, of course, there's the infamous Falklands High. Those memories seem like yesterday. Can you believe how time can fly? I can still see you, Renee, in your red framed glasses, ripping off my poetry in Mr. Brown's English Classic. At 14, tanning our bodies beside Auntie Kitty's pool, Hakoa disco nights, we like to think we were cool. Experimenting together with cigarettes, alcohol too. No, actually the alcohol period was mainly you. Just kidding, family. And as well, Falklands High is where you met your man. It was there that this extraordinary love affair began. At first I was jealous, I have to admit, at the closeness between you. Where did I fit? And so things got strange, got lost for a while. Me on my trip and you in your style. But it didn't last long. We got over them 16. and so it was easy to wipe the slate clean. And our bond today is as strong as when we were born. It's something I'll cherish and I know can never be torn. So here I am in Paris, remembering all this from so far away. And my God, you're actually a married woman today. I'm still neurotic and restless and the drama queen. And here you are, beautiful and wise like you've always been. And I hope that you know, though I'm not with you today, my heart and my thoughts are there anyway. So Renee and David, on this day in May, I'll finally end this message and say, may your love for each other be a cocoon of kisses to fill up your beds, a halo of stars to surround your heads, passionate and free, honest and true, an ocean of happiness and understanding too. May your marriage inspire and protect you all of your life. May you only know joy as husband and wife. I love you madly. I miss you badly. Congratulations and mazel tov, your cousin and friend always, Eliza, the very soon-to-be French film goddess.
Thank you to John and Marilyn. I would now like to call upon Desmond Bellamy to propose a toast to the groom's father.
You've got plenty, you know. No, I haven't numbered this because I've only got one page. But I'll still get it mixed up. You mean this isn't the Republic today? Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honour of proposing a toast to my brother-in-law, Noel Germain, and also wishing a hearty health to the bride and groom. The English novelist Anthony Powell said, all men are brothers, but thank God they aren't all brothers-in-law. I therefore am doubly lucky in that for a start I only have one brother-in-law, and that one is one as admirable as Noel, who is indeed a minch. I've known Noel for many years, longer than I've actually known his lovely sister, through whom I inherited Noel, or he inherited me, just as poor Renee has inherited me as an uncle today. And in fact, he may well have kept her hidden for a few years. I certainly wouldn't blame him, knowing myself as I do. I speak of Noel as admirable, the word I chose, because, well, I admire Noel, and I'd like to share with you a few features of his character that are admirable. Of course, Noel is not perfect. None of us are perfect. We have to mention, for example, the car, which is a disgrace. The way he never cleans it. You know, my dog refuses to go in that car. Has she ever been in that car? No, well, she was drunk at the time. Of course I'm being sarcastic. Noel treats that car so well that, in fact, most weekends he actually locks the keys in it to keep it clean. There was a famous weekend when he came to visit us at Nelson Bay when he locked it in. Not once, not twice, 3 times. We have an email from the NRMA man, he's just recovering from stress leave at the moment. But we won't dwell on imperfections, we'll dwell on the things that there are to admire. First of all, Noel has the great ability to laugh. He can laugh unreservedly, in a way that can only be admired. He can laugh at himself. He can laugh at situations. He can laugh at things that aren't even funny. The nanny, for example. I admire Noel's sense of identity. He spent years in the Komsomol, of course. Probably on Politburo, as far as I know. Despite the duration of years, he still retained his Jewish identity, which he is so proudly shown off tonight. He's still part of our 4,000-year tradition. He's brought up these lovely Jewish children. A lovely Jewish boy sitting there who's married today, this lovely Jewish girl, and please God will make me a lovely Jewish granduncle one of these days. I admire Noel's strength. Noel has had Noel's had far more than his share of tragedy. But never have I heard him talk of giving up or any sense of weakness. Noel has been a tower of strength for his family. And I admire Noel's personality. Noel is not a chameleon. So many people today will fit themselves to whatever environment they find themselves in. They'll be different among friends, they'll be different at business, they'll be different in public. Noel's motto could be, take me as you find me. And in a world where so many people change their persona, this is a rare and admirable trait. So I would like to ask you to be outstanding. Is that my voice? And I would like to propose a toast to my friend, my father-in-law on my bench, Noel Germain.
Tonight, love higher, tonight. Something to think about, something to sing about. Bring love higher tonight. Love higher.
Thank you very much for those lovely words, Desmond. And now the moment Noel's been waiting for. The father-in-law, David's father, Noel.
Only good for patients. Thank you, John. Thank you, Dee, very much. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm truly delighted that you could share this wonderful day with us. This is an important day for us all, but not as important as for the wonderful couple on my right. I was privileged to be the father of one at the beginning of the day, but now I stand as a proud father of two, and what a two of them they are. David, this is about you. D-A-V-I-D. D stands for David. Let me tell all our friends about you. You were born with a smile on your face, and since then, you've had a good sense of humor. You developed and matured into a great guy. You were very friendly, sociable and popular, and all the teachers and peers liked you. In primary school, you were elected as a prefect. I don't mean perfect, David, I mean prefect. You played soccer and won a large number of trophies. By the way, please remove your trophies from the garage so I can have room for my own belongings. I'm glad that you took all your clothes with you so we could see the carpet under your clothes again. David, I will miss watching football, Seinfeld, water race, car racing, but I won't miss the mess you always left behind. While we talk about television, in future you'll be watching TV as Renee, starting as your wedding night. I can just imagine the programs you'll be watching tonight. Firstly, the marriage game, followed by Great Temptation, The Untouchables, The Time Is Right, Rawhide. So much for the first letter of your name there. Now we come to the letter A in your name there. A stands for adulthood. Now you've grown up, leaving your nest, flexing your muscles, and doing things your own way. Even though you're living home, I'll always be there for you there. A also stands for advice. Seeing that I can't give you any advice, I will definitely need some from you when I require some instead. After A comes the letter V in your name, David. V stands for victory, and the victory is for Renee. It must have been a long battle to find each other. And after quite a number of years, You've reached a great outcome, and it's nice to see the two of you together as Mr. and Mrs. Renee. Derek and Renee, you're a well-matched pair, not unlike Minnie and Minnie Mouse, Anthony and Cleopatra, Jack and Jill, or even Adam and Eve. Unfortunately, the letter V also stands for void, which we have been experiencing since passing the rose. I know how delighted she would have been if she were here today. As always, she is sadly missed, but never forgotten. The next name in your name is I, David. The letter I stands for intelligence. David, you've been intelligent enough to find someone like Renee to marry. But married life can be very frustrating. In the first year of marriage, the man speaks and his wife listens. In the second year, the wife speaks and the husband listens. In the third year, they both speak and neighbors listen. And I'm sure this won't be the case going today. But never mind, we all know that women have many faults, but men have only two. Everything they say and everything they do. In my conclusion, I would like to thank Renee and Marilyn for organizing this wonderful evening. I'm sure that you will all agree with me that they did a terrific job. We are now down to D, the last letter in your name, David. And knowing that you never take advice from me, I would like to pass on you a brief thought. Today, you must have realized that it must be nice to be important. But always remember, it is much more important to be nice. May your love be more than enough to survive the times, and old-fashioned enough to last forever. Thank you. Drinks to table one, please.
At this point in time, I'd like to call upon Joel Chefs to hit the keys, as we're going to have a dance bracket before dinner. Thank you.